Welcome to Scoutadelic, the YouTube channel just for you. And I'm Mike, and have we got a youth-shaped show for you? We've got this. We've also got that.
That was really fun.
But first, I'm in Leeds to find myself a co-host. So who is my co-host going to be this month?
Hi, I'm Will. I'm the Deputy County Youth Commissioner for Central Yorkshire Scouts and a Cub and Scout leader at First Skulls, and this is my 60-second Scouter.
If you could do 2016 again, what would you change?
I'd probably take opportunities better. I had a few opportunities in 2016 that I passed up.
What are you a beaver?
I was a beaver, yeah. I was a beaver at First Winmore in Wetherby District in Central Yorkshire.
What's your favourite chocolate bar?
Oh, my favourite chocolate bar, that is a difficult question. I would probably go for a Kinder Bueno.
What was your proudest moment?
My proudest moment as being a scout would be going to the 23rd World Scout Jamboree for the UK. That was brilliant.
Say something in Japanese.
Say something in Japanese. Konnichiwa, agenki desu ka? Watashi no name wa Will desu.
What Pokemon would you be?
What Pokemon would it be? Lucario, the best of the Pokemon.
Do you collect stuff?
I do actually. I collect neckers. I've got a lot of neckers, and I also collect mustards as well, which is quite unusual.
Thank you to Ashington Beavers for their videos. It was great.
And welcome to Scoutadelic.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
How are you doing?
I'm not too bad, thank you. How are you?
I'm alright, thank you very much. So, as is with every episode, you have to show us a scouting skill. So what skill are you going to show me and the rest of them?
I'm going to teach you how to play Viking Cub.
Ooh, sounds quite...
It sounds mysterious.
Do I get to wear a helmet?
You don't know, I'm afraid.
What do you need to play Viking Cub?
To play Viking Cub, you will need 6 batons, just like this, 10 knights, which look like that, and 1 king. Ooh. There he is.
What if you don't have these?
Well, you can also use Skittles that are coloured, or you could use soft drink bottles.
What are the rules exactly?
So, on each side of the pitch, which can be as big as you want it, you will need 5 knights on each side in a line. The king will be in the middle of each of the opponents, and you have to use your batons to throw at the knights, and once you knock them over, your opponent has to throw it into your half and knock them over first.
Right, so let's have a go and let's see if I'm any good.
Oh, there's 1. There's 2. And there's 3.
So you've got to knock these down first before knocking my 5 down.
Exactly.
Okay.
Whoa. Oh no, I missed it. Oh. There we go. Oh wow. Oh, we did it. So I've still my back row.
So that's how you play Viking Cub. Obviously, I hope that I can obviously win him later on at Scout Tennis.
Hopefully.
So Jax's word last month was
Climbing.
and we had some sensational and amazing photos from all around the world. So these are the 5 that Will here actually chose.
Yeah. So this is First Snaith Cubs climbing on their instructor.
Cool. This one comes from Bear from First Witham, showing 2 beavers who are brother and sister on a cub camp trying to beat each other.
This is First Malden Scouts climbing at Gilwell Winter Camp.
Oggie's here climbing at an undisclosed location. Interesting.
This is Kester Sharp at Via Ferrenta. She says it was quite a challenge.
So those were some amazing photographs. So this month we need a new word. So I have a funny feeling, because it's a bit U-shaped, I feel the word might be...
UShape, and that's because we're encouraging young people to work in partnership with adults.
So Jags' word of the month is...
Hashtag YouShape.
So don't forget to send in your photos via Facebook, Twitter and by email.
We want to see them all.
All of them.
Every single one of them. So our night in the life of has followed different peoples, and because it is YouShape month, we decided that we were going to look at,
The UShape planning team.
and here is what they got up to one weekend of planning.
I'm Emma Cooper and I'm East Lancashire's County Youth Commissioner, but also part of the national UShape team. So we're here at Gilwell this weekend and we're going to take you through a day in the life of the UShape team.
Sorry, I didn't see that. I'm running the social media side of UShape 2017, and at the moment I'm emailing all of the people that responded to our UShape Insights form. Stop throwing snowballs at me! I can't deal with this.
Tom's doing some media stuff.
Yeah.
Myself and Kieran are doing some youth commissionary top tips, along with Hannah. I was going to say, where is she? With Hannah. Jay's on brew duty. And Rachel and Matt are doing some resource work. Say hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Our next team member, Rosie, is about to join us. We're just going to stare at her from the window. Hey! Oh, Rosie's here! So we took 5 minutes out of our busy schedule of having snowball fights and creating documents. Let's go for a little walk, and we've ended up in a little classroom area at Gill. So enjoying the views? Yeah, it's quite nice. Sun's setting, it's nice and crisp outdoors. So we've been joined now by Jags.
So what have you been up to today, guys?
Right. Morning. Morning. We're getting ready to do our live stream at 11 o'clock. Not that it matters because it's in class. If you want to watch the live stream, you can watch it back. It's on Scout's Facebook and it's gonna be awesome.
Badge or the Young Leader Awards, for example. And don't forget, from Scout shops, you can get these badges. There's one for each section.
My story is where a scout from across the world can explain a scouting trip or adventure that they've had.
And this month, we've asked James Beaumont to tell us all about his Explorer Belt expedition to Transylvania.
Take it away, James.
Hi, my name's James and this is my scouting story. In summer 2015 I underwent my Explorer Belt expedition in Transylvania in Romania. We left with 11 of us and 5 leaders, and after a day's route planning in the scout centre of Nokrich, we were all taken to our different start points. My team was taken to the town of Turda, and from our first day we walked to the village of Kalarash with the help of a horse and cart. We spent the first night in the grounds of a hotel, complete with a swimming pool and a restaurant, which was very nice. We had some lovely pizza, in fact. We learnt how to make honey thanks to a priest in the town. The following day, we travelled from Kalarash to Mikoslaka, where we met a man who spoke very good English. It turns out he worked as a builder in London, and they showed us how to bathe in the river and how to make local donuts, which were very tasty indeed. The third day, we walked to Farao, where we stayed in the grounds of a museum, showing local clothes and traditional machines. Day 4 saw us travel from Farao down to San Miklaush, where a shop owner agreed to let us stay at his house, where we found out from his son Arlene about the schooling in Romania. They start when they're younger than us and they finish when they're slightly older than us, but their holidays are much longer as well. We were given a barbecue of trout at midnight, which was very, very tasty. The following morning, Ali gave us a lift, part of our journey, to the town of Adamush, where we met lots of children who told us all about life in Romania, especially for themselves, where we were allowed to stay in a gentleman's garden. Unfortunately, our night sleep was distracted by a dog. The following morning, we took a bus on our journey to Ganesht, where we met a Hungarian family who lived on a farm. There was a chalet on this farm, which they let us stay in for the night. Day 7 saw us travel further south to Darlosh. We were given part of the way by a gentleman with a very nice BMW who works in Ireland for Google. He had a friend in Darlosh and the friend let us stay in his garden. Day 8 was very long and very hard. We had to walk up a hill in a 30-something degree heat until we got to the town of Rikish, where we stayed at a campsite there with other European travellers. Our penultimate day saw us go to the small town of Altsina, where we found another hotel which we stayed in the grounds of and had a nice shower. The final day saw us take a short walk back to the Scout Centre in Knockrick, where we completed our work on our projects, both our major and our minor projects.
So this month, being that it is UShape, we decided that because Will here is a Deputy County Youth Commissioner.
That is correct.
There are tons of youth commissioners or youth people around the world, so we asked them for one simple tip. What is their top tip for being UShape? And here are their responses.
My YouShape Scouting top tip is be different. When doing forums with your group, never do the same thing twice. Always do different things, keep everyone interested and generate new ideas.
Just because someone might not be brilliant in one role, don't dismiss them. They may be excellent in another completely different role. Scouting's made up of many different people doing many different things. Don't waste people's talent.
My top tip is to be prepared for the weird and wacky ideas. These can help make your programme more exciting and encourage more young people into your group.
My top UShape tip is that little local actions make a big difference. Start from the bottom when it comes to UShape.
My top tip for UShape month is let the young people be creative. Find out what wonderful ideas they can offer us.
My top tip for UShape this month is let your young leaders lead. If they've got the right tools, the right training, then they're really capable and they've got a lot of great ideas and they are the leaders of the future, so let them have a bit of practice.
And my top tip would be that you have to empower and inspire others to believe they can do what they want to do, from the smallest Beaver Scout to the most experienced Scouter.
My top tip for being YouShaped is to listen to what the young people have to say and then involve them in the process of developing their ideas.
For UShape 2017, we really want to endorse the UShape pledge.
There are 3 levels of this pledge: bronze, silver and gold.
For more information, head to the Scout Association website under the UShape section.
My top tip for UShape is that not every single role is concrete, and don't let the fact that someone hasn't done it before stop you from being creative.
My top tip for UShape Scouting is always listen to every idea. We might not be able to climb Everest in the Cub Scouts, but we can definitely teach some skills to get them there in the future.
Invite young people to join committees for their skill sets and not their age. One of their skills might be that they know a bit more about young people, but that's not their only attribute, and thus they shouldn't just be treated as the young person, but as an equal and valuable member of that team.
My top tip for UShape is listen to and act on the information you get from your young people in your section forums. If you're struggling to think of ideas of how to run a section forum, the Activity Inspiration Pack is a great place to start.
My top tip for UShape month is to run a peer leadership camp. Run a camp for 6ers and seconders, PLs and APLs, and have it planned and run completely by your young leaders.
So it's just to remember, and that everyone around you remembers, that no idea is too big or too small, and that you shouldn't be, and no one around you should be afraid to let their voice be heard. And you should always look at the potential for that idea and not just focus on the obstacles.
Now, my top tip for being UShape is to make it different and make it engaging. For instance, have you thought about running a forum in a tent or under a parachute at the end of the game? Something that's really, really different is going to stick in our young people's minds and make it really exciting and make them engaged to want to do it again and again.
So my top tip for UShape month would be to do it throughout the year to make sure it's really embedded into your programme.
Mine is especially for younger sections. I feel like it's a good idea. Give them some games, something physically tiring at the start of the session, just to tire them out a little bit. I think they'll be ready for some good, healthy, youth-shaped discussion after that.
My top tip is that UShape Scouting isn't just about youth forums, they are a method, not the only way.
My YouShape top tip would be to plan events for young people and leaders to take part in and make sure they're really engaging, and hopefully you'll have a good response to them.
My top tip for youth-shaped activities is to make sure you get on the young people's level. So crouch down, be eye to eye with them. It can make you much less scary to particularly the younger sections.
And my YouShape tip is, what may have not worked before, may work again with a different group of people.
And my YouShape tip is let the young people be in the process of developing ideas.
My YouShape top tip is to share everything that you can on social media. You'll really promote the face of Scouting, give other people plenty of ideas, and you'll look like an absolute boss.
Sometimes it's the old folk in youth-shaped Scouting that are more important. They have to be willing to take a step back and let the youngsters take charge. So try baby steps, one thing at each term.
My top tip for YouShape Scouting would be to ensure that you feed back to your young people about what decisions they have made.
We can be involved by investigating new people. So I investigated my cousin on the tall ship. That was really fun. Now we can be involved with at the ARAP. We do speeches. It makes it interesting and fun for the whole family.
My top tip for YouShape Month is to make sure you've raised the profile of YouShape Scouting in some way. Whether it's to make sure that the sections and groups that you work with have achieved the Bronze YouShape pledge, or that you have networked between different counties and districts or even regions by sharing ideas and resources. We are a Scouting family, and one of our aims is to build a successful and working partnership between young people and adults.
My top tip for YouShape Month is to never underestimate the power of our patrol leader system. Given the right opportunity and support, our patrol leaders can do amazing things, and they really are the leaders of tomorrow. So take the time to develop them and support them, and you'll have a brilliant YouShape Month.
Well, last month's Oggy, our mascot, went missing, but we received a postcard which said this.
I'm fine, I'm safe. Hopped on the back of a motorcycle to see the world. Found a good place for an education. Saw the clock with a cricket, a church that was round, and a guy on water. Found an easier mode of transport. Much love, Oggy.
So, if you think from those clues and the pictures that we've just showed you where you think Oggy is, then visit our website and let us know. We want to find him. And if you do find him, then you may get something special from Oggy. So come to part of the show where we play a game of Scout Tennis. The rules are very simple. We get a category set by someone that isn't us, and we have to go backwards and forwards. We can't take no more than 5 seconds, and we can't repeat what the other person has already said. So for example, if the category was pie, for example, mine would be apple and yours would be?
Blueberry.
There we go. Okay, so last month I won. Let's see if this month I'm going to be twice in the lead. So, for Scout Tennis this month, we have our categories from the fantastic Tom Bell, who is part of the YouShape planning team. So, his first category is kit needed for a YouShape night. I believe because you're a youth commissioner, you can go first. So, kit needed for a YouShape night. Some paper. Pen. A pencil. Card. Some tea. Ooh, the sticky dots, the sticky dot thing. A mug. Okay. Big A4 sheets of paper. A whiteboard. Ooh, a whiteboard. Whiteboard. Oh no! I think you've won that one. I'm sure we cheated at some point.
It's the sweatband.
So. It's
restricting your thoughts.
So the category is stuff you find on a campsite. Right. So I'm guessing things like, well, I'm not going to tell you what I'm guessing because I've got to keep it in my head. Right. Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Climbing wall.
Tent.
Campfire circle.
A campfire.
Ooh, good one. Sometimes a pond or a lake.
Portaloos.
Showers.
Trees.
Trees. Grass.
Flag.
Ooh, very close. Always has a scout shop or a shop.
A campsite office.
Usually. Ooh, there's always a warden on a campsite.
A climbing wall.
Sure, I had that, didn't I?
Ooh, I don't know about that. Can we get a rewind on that?
Climbing wall. Haha, shouldn't have picked mine. Okay, and last but not least, stuff you'd need for a weekend camp. So stuff you'd need for a weekend camp, off you go.
A sleeping bag.
Obviously a carry mat,
A toothbrush.
underwear,
PJs.
teddy bear,
Slippers.
slippers. What?
Yeah.
You need a tent.
A onesie.
Glasses, spectacles,
A pillow.
any medication, but make sure that your leader knows about it.
Hot chocolate before bed.
Marshmallows before bed.
Hot dogs for supper.
Glow sticks.
A torch.
Torch. Batteries.
Toothpaste. We're gonna go.
Waterproofs.
A water bottle.
Wellies.
Clothes for the next day.
Hiking boots.
No, a plate.
Knife, fork, spoon.
That's 3 things.
Yes. Cutlery.
A bowl. Cereal bowl.
Cereal bowl. Cereals and food.
Okay. Skewers for marshmallows.
Skewers for marshmallows. That is perfectly a good choice. And also matches.
Ooh, okay. Right. Ooh, this is a
5,
good one.
4, 3.
Guidelines
2,
for your tent.
1. Shouldn't that be in your tent already?
Absolutely not.
Mallet.
A mallet.
Got a hammer in your tent.
For a night.
5,
Staying for the weekend.
4, 3,
Clean
2,
clothes.
1. You've already had clean clothes because we said
No!
yeah. Yes. So it seems that I have won a second month.
Unbelievable.
So 2 to me, 0 to my co-host. Can I get a straight flush? All 12 co-hosts. Can I beat them all? Find out next month. Booyah! So that's the end of our show. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up and be creative. Be part of our next show.
What was that?
You can either be sitting in this chair.
Be
creative. Be part of our next show.
You could even be sitting in this chair as a co-host.
Exactly. And by doing so, by participating, you get yourself either a 1, a 6, or a 12 show participation badge. And don't forget, because it is UShape month, you can also get yourself these from the Scout shop for being UShape. We want to see everything that you do UShapery. But above all, be a little Scoutadelic and goodbye.
Bye.
Change your knacker.
Yeah.